When driving at such a high speed, just a small mistake can cause an accident to happen at any time. So no one should be subjective when driving. I thought it was an expert driver until I heard the horrendous crash, leaving the car nearly deformed. Thankfully, the driver narrowly escaped death. A large vehicle losing control on the road is always a horrifying nightmare for every other car. It seems the car wanted to challenge the train's speed. I think it was tested by the resulting wreckage. The barrier was the driver's last talisman. If he intentionally discarded it, terrible things would happen. A mother and child panicked when a car suddenly lost control and veered dangerously close to them. Fortunately, a pole saved them from harm. The semi-truck driver suffered heavy losses due to the careless crossing of a tow truck driver. The collision ignited a rapid fire, consuming everything in moments. It's fortunate that no further unfortunate collisions occurred when the driver lost control of his car.
Life supports might even be involved in it.
In that moment, the driver could only helplessly await death in endless fear. After the horrific collision, the car was completely deformed, no longer intact in the moment of life and death. The car crazily swerved into the next lane, as if it wanted to swallow and tear apart the other cars. The driver unexpectedly lost control, sending the car plunging into the river as if it had a The car seemed to have an endless passion for this iron fence. Fortunately, in this situation, all drivers were able to react in time. Otherwise, a multi-vehicle accident could have easily occurred. Perhaps the driver who ran the red light had vision problems, but regardless of the reason, he must still compensate for his mistake. The driver calmly stepped out of the car as if nothing had happened, despite just experiencing a dangerous accident. The two cars brushed against each other, but the blue car lost control and overturned in the middle of the road. The feeling of the drivers who were in the accident was probably like seeing a huge disaster suddenly appear before their eyes. Too unexpected, too scary. The janitor was extremely calm and escaped from danger. You know, young people may not be able to bear this tragic scene. In the dark night, the deadly light flashed for a moment, seemingly only to show us the crumbs of the two ill-fated cars. No one could stop that destructive speed. The car was going so fast that it could kill everything in sight. That huge truck swept away many other cars. Was it controlled by the god of death? A reckless overtaking action by a small white car left a very bad consequence. The white car was probably very lucky, but the blue car behind was not. I think there should be protective fences for gas stations like this. Otherwise, no one would dare to work as a gas station employee after watching this clip. No one could have expected that in just a short moment, a hazy smoke would appear to cover up the tragedy deep inside. The car suddenly lost control and crashed straight into a roadside house. The horrifying impact shook the entire house, leaving the door shattered. After a horrific accident, only debris and shattered remnants of completely deformed cars remained. The rescue team must have worked very hard to help those still trapped inside with a faint hope of survival. That car speeding downhill seemed to be heading straight into the jaws of death. The motorcyclist escaped death's scythe with a terrifying trauma. This stretch of road seems to be haunted by death, and the man was probably saved by his guardian angel from facing fatal moments. Very lucky for him. small car must have been completely deformed under such weight, feeling like thousands of tons of steel crushing it. A horrifying scene at this deadly intersection. The cars intentionally gave way for the white car to pass, but this may have obstructed the motorcycle. The driver must have been completely focused on something else, not noticing the traffic light pole ahead. By the time he realized it, it was too late.
Ability, Feast of Blood, Blood. Spell, Drain, Blood. Base cost, moderate.
The black car's speed was so high, it could take many innocent lives in an instant. This horrific collision left the front of the car in ruins. The driver will likely carry unforgettable trauma.
They see each other probably at the off, yeah, like before like they actually head out.
Oh, go!
The driver must have been very startled when he lost control. It's lucky no other cars were hit. Taking such a sudden turn, I think even the gods couldn't save him. The bus driver must have been extremely panicked and couldn't react in time. In the freezing weather and thick snow, the car carried the chill of death, losing control and crashing head-on into another vehicle, leaving the front completely mangled. Why did that car stop on the highway? And why did the truck lose control? So many questions about this collision. Right after the blaring train horn, a catastrophic collision occurred just because the truck didn't keep its proper distance from the tracks. If the man had remained in his original spot, he would have had a terrifying experience. Fortunately, he got into his car in time, which seemed like a protective shield. Why is the green car blocking the road like that? What is it trying to stop? What seemed like a minor collision a second ago turned into a terrifying accident 1,000 times worse. The car might have been chased by the police, which is why it was speeding recklessly. The driver will likely face severe consequences. price you pay for being too tall, while the bridge clearance only allows lower vehicles to pass. The car lost control, causing the large cargo container to fall onto the road. The adjacent lane was likely affected by this as well. A tricycle suddenly crossed the road without paying attention, causing two cars to collide. You should maintain a proper distance from other vehicles when driving, unlike the white car driver, who was too close to the one in front. The reckless overtaking maneuver of that car caused an accident involving two cars. The foolish driver should pay a hefty sum for his mistake. Did the truck want to dump its own waste? Typically, truck brake systems need maintenance after 50,000 to 100,000 kilometers, depending on various factors. How long has it been since this truck's brake system was serviced? The terrible collision caused the car behind to be completely deformed, possibly because the driver couldn't react in time when the car in front stopped. Amidst the enveloping black smoke was a terrifying, breathtaking scene. All that remained were debris and the horrific aftermath of the accident. The small car ran a red light so fast that it could hit and overturn an entire container truck. Unable to keep the steering wheel steady after a right turn, this classic Toyota Camry crashed into a utility pole on the curb, completely knocking it down. Both cars ended up in each other's blind spots. Fortunately, no other vehicles were involved. Everyone, including myself, would be scared out of our wits if we were the driver facing such sudden danger. All that remains after the accident is rubble and wrecked vehicles. Everyone in such a situation must have been terrified. The female police officer was likely grateful to her colleague for quickly spotting and saving her from the reckless car speeding toward her. The speed limit for cars on city streets is around 50 to 60 kilometers per h, but this car was going way too fast and caused an accident that terrified onlookers. The car shot forward like a missile. The man narrowly escaped death, but the houses didn't. The road must have been slippery, causing the vehicle to skid out of control and crash into the toll booth, injuring the booth attendant. The car rolled over a considerable distance before coming to a stop, leaving only shattered debris behind. All cargo on vehicles should be securely fastened to avoid traffic hazards. This might be the ideal parking spot many cars would love to get into. The bridge couldn't withstand the weight of that vehicle. It was too heavy for its structure. The dumbest truck driver of the year, did he think his vehicle was short and tiny? The small car endured all the pain alone after a catastrophic collision. Running red lights is one of the most common illegal acts that lead to numerous traffic accidents. Bus number 17 lost control while making a left turn and struck a pedestrian, causing him to be injured. This is the fastest way to buy all the clothes in the store and clear out customers when you don't want them to buy the items you like. After the collision, only a giant white smoke remained, as if trying to cover up the terrible event. This is one of the simplest ways to destroy every vehicle in sight. The large truck suddenly jumped into the adjacent lane, causing a scare for everyone in that lane. Perhaps the driver experienced a sudden health issue, making it impossible to control the car, leading to the accident. The Toyota Corolla unexpectedly lost control and caused an accident because the woman in the car was changing her shirt while driving. The truck was going too fast at the intersection. The collision nearly crushed the car. Surely that antique car was confident in its carefree lane change. The car couldn't control its speed from the start, causing the rear of the car in front to be deformed. The truck driving close to the adjacent lane seemed to block all the escape routes for the opposing cars. Throwing oneself into a massive death trap is probably something the small car's driver never wants to experience again. It seems something on the road caused the car's rear to lose control. Luckily, there were no casualties. After the uncontrollable screeching of the brakes came the collapsing scene of white fences, and the car just rushed down the roadside. The driver probably couldn't control the speed, leading to a dangerous loss of control. It seemed like a death scythe quickly cut through the red light running car. An award should be given to the installer of this truck's wheels for the clumsiest workmanship of the year. The black car suddenly swerved as if it wanted to commit suicide. Surely, the driver of the white car must have been in a panic when the other car suddenly turned. The small car was crushed between two giants, becoming deformed and shattered. It's always those reckless turns that make the adjacent lanes cars share the same fate. Slippery roads are a death trap for vehicles moving too fast. The car suddenly lost control and veered into the opposite lane. And what's worse is that a massive truck was right in front of it. The accident at an intersection involved a collision between a police car and a truck, with both vehicles losing visibility and colliding head-on, resulting in severe damage to both. On a street in Moscow, Russia, the electric wires powering streetlights were cut because a passing vehicle had a crane that was too tall, pulling the wires down. To ensure your own safety, you should carefully observe and maintain distance from all vehicles when crossing the road. It's unbelievable that such a reckless and visually impaired driver was allowed to be on the road. The car's horrifying visit to the restaurant made everyone lose their appetite. It felt like a sandstorm, raging in fury, violently tossing the car aside without any mercy. The driver was thrown out hard right after a powerful impact from what felt like a missile. I hope he's okay. Just hearing the engine sound, you can tell how fast that motorcycle was going. An accident was bound to happen sooner or later. I can't believe the car could swerve so carelessly. If the truck had been going faster, it would have been crushed. The truck driver will have to pay a huge compensation for his wrongful actions. A forceful hit from behind. It seems the black car was so fond of the car in front that it rushed to meet it. Despite having limited visibility when exiting the intersection, I can't understand how that car driver was still so careless and stubbornly ran the red light. An out-of-control car is truly terrifying. The driver had to escape in a hurry after nearly losing his life. The owners of those damaged cars must be heartbroken seeing them brutally wrecked like that. A train of disaster was formed due to the carelessness and lack of attention from several drivers. Oh my God, the truck casually ran the red light, and it's awful that this illegal action caused harm to another vehicle. One of the most common causes of accidents is drivers not paying attention to the vehicles ahead, leading to rear-end collisions when they finally notice them. It's a relief that no vehicles were harmed, and the cow was also safe. That car sped like a rocket, seemingly oblivious to the red light ahead. The sudden appearance of the black car crossing the road startled the truck driver, causing him to lose control.